Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In previous videos, we was learning about the reservation system in hotel front office. And today's video, we are going to learn about the different tools required in the reservation system at hotel front office. So without getting delay, let's get started. Alright, so let's start with today's topic, that is the tools of reservation. Know that what do you mean by tools of reservation? The tools of reservation means the equipments or those things which are required for the reservation process. Alright, so the basic tools of reservations are basically four. The first one is room status board, that is also called RSB. The second one is advanced letting chart, ALC, or it is also called conventional chart. The third one is density control chart, which is also called DCC, and the fourth one is room reservation form, which is called RR form. Alright, before learning about each of these tools, I'd like to inform everyone that the above 3 points, the above three tools, RSB, ALC and DCC, are not in use nowadays because these are having different demerits. Okay, it was used earlier days when mostly the reservation was done manually, when there was no computer in that time. But room reservation forms are on use. Nowadays, few hotels using this RR form digitally, and some hotels they are still having those manual paper-based forms. All right. Okay. So let's go ahead and learn about these different tools. Now, here you can see a sample of room status board. All right. Now, what is this room status board? The room status board actually displays the status of the different types of rooms which a hotel is having, and for 1 year. All right. So let's assume a hotel have two categories of room, twin and king. All right. So here in this board you can see the month starts from January to December, so this is for 1 year, and for each and every month the availability of the rooms are mentioned of these two different types, for the twin and for the king. Now below that few code are written, you can see SOOR, FS and all these things. Now what are all these things? Now, if rooms are available to sale, then we used to write FS or OP. FS stands for free sale and OP stands for open. If rooms are not available but reservations can be accepted onto our waiting list, it means we are taking overbooking. All right, then we will write OR, it means on request. And if rooms are not available and requests are not accepted even onto the waiting list, it means the rooms are not available there and also we are not accepting the overbooking, then we will write SO. SO stands for sold out. So this is the board which was on whiteboard or chalkboard, which was displayed in front of the reservation agent. It helps the reservation agent to check the availability of the rooms for future sales or for future reservations. So that's all about RSB, room status board. Let's go to the next one, that is advanced letting chart. Okay, now here in this form, in this chart, this is actually a form. This is not on any whiteboard or on a chalkboard. This is actually done on a chart. Okay, now in this chart you can see this is for only 1 month. So for the month of October and year 2025. Okay, so this actually a chart for one particular month and one ALC for each month, so 12 ALC for 1 year used to followed, and those ALC used to arranged as per the month, means in a file, first the ALC of January, then February, then March, then April, and like that till October, November and December. So we used to keep in one file ALC of each and every month. All right, now in this letting chart, you can see there are many things are written. So on the top the dates are written as it is for 1 month, so it will be from 1 to till 31st. All right, below the dates we can see the room numbers are mentioned: 101, 102, 103, 104. But along with the room numbers, you can see few signages are there: plus, minus, equals to. So what are those things? Okay, so here plus means it indicates a double room, minus indicates a single room, and equals to indicates twin room. Twin room means all of us know that twin room means a room which is having two single beds. So here we will not say it's a plus or minus or equals to, it's actually two lines. Okay, when two lines cross each other, then that is a double room. When a single line, that is a single room, and two parallel lines means indicates twin rooms. Okay, now how this form was used earlier days. Okay, now you can see if a guest books a room for few particular nights, those in those days or in those nights, we will just make a straight arrow till the date of checkout. So for example, you can see here it is mentioned that Mr. Rahul, okay, in bracket 02 is mentioned. What is 02? 02 means the number of persons or number of packs. Okay, so Mr. Rahul may be coming with his wife or maybe his friend. Okay, so there are two numbers, two guests are coming, that's why we used to write 02. The numbers will be mentioned there. Okay, now when Mr. Rahul is checking in on 5th of October, and when Mr. Rahul is going to check out on 9th of October. So with the help of a straight line arrow, it indicates the duration of stay. Similarly, you can see the room number 103 are booked by Miss Devika, and the number of guests is only one, only Miss Devika. Okay, she is going to stay from 2nd of October and till 6th of October, and 6th of October Miss Devika is going to check out, and Miss Devika has chosen 103, which is a twin bedded room. All right, so this is the way how the advanced letting chart was used earlier days, but it is having one demerit that here category of rooms cannot be located easily. All right, so what category of rooms we are actually booking and how many bookings it is having, that was very difficult to identify. So it was basically used in the smaller hotels, not in a bigger hotels. So let's go to the next one, and that is the density control chart. All right, now this density control chart actually solves the problem of ALC. As we told, in ALC the problem was that the category of the room was very difficult to find out. The reservation status of particular category of room was not able to find out properly. So this is a chart which shows the reservation status for a particular category of room and for 1 month. All right, so similarly the density control chart will also be 12 numbers for each month and for each category of room. Okay, now here I have given an example of junior suite. So the room type is junior suite. So a hotel may have 5, 6, 7, 8 category of room, and out of that one is junior suite. All right, so for junior suite and for the month of October 2025, this is the density control chart. All right, now the density control chart here, it is actually marked by a single line. Okay, a single line indicates those lines which are done with blue color. It indicates those rooms are booked for those days. all right. But here the name of the guest was not mentioned, but it just shows that those dates these rooms are not available. So for example, a hotel, which is the name of the hotel is Hotel AP International, and the hotel, it is having actually 5 junior suites. So the junior suites are 101, 102, 201, 202, and 301. And for the month of October, these rooms are already booked for the dates where has been crossed, or has been marked. Okay, like 101 is booked for 1st of October, 2nd of October, 8th of October, 9th of October, and 10th of October. The rest of the days of the month, 101 is available to sail, so we can sail 101 for rest of the days. Similarly, 102 is occupied or blocked or booked for 1st, 2nd of October. The rest of the entire month 102 is available, which is also June suite. So this is called density control chart. How, and this is the way how it was mentioned earlier. Again, I'd like to repeat, this chart was again used when there was no computerized system, but nowadays most of the hotels are computerized, so we do not use this density control chart or ALC, okay, or RSB we are not using nowadays. So what we are using, I told, that is the room reservation form, and that is the next one we are going to discuss. Now the enter form, it is not possible to show at once as I am showing in the presentation, so I have split it into 3 parts. The room reservation form is actually a printed form in A4 size paper, or maybe in any size of paper, and few hotels, they are using RR form digitally. They are not printing out, they are using digitally, but still RR forms are still are on use. All right, now what these RR forms contains, let's see. So on the top of the RR form we can see the name of the hotel and what it is already mentioned, the Hotel AP International, and room reservation form, it is mentioned there. Now next is the new booking and wait list. Okay, what is the new booking? New booking means the reservation agent is taking a booking for a new guest. All right, so new guest means it may be a repeated guest, it may be anyone, but a fresh booking we are taking, that is new booking. All right, and wait list means the reservation agent is taking booking on wait listed. Okay, suppose all the rooms are occupied, means already booked, there is no vacancy for that particular category of room, but the guest wants that particular kind of room, for example junior suite. Now suppose for 25th of December the guest has requested for booking, but for 25th of December junior suite is not available, but the guest is still willing to take, so in that time we will take in waitlisted. Okay, it's same like reservation system in Indian Railways or anywhere. Okay, so as we know the waitlisted, same here also. We also inform the guest the same, that the guest is on a waiting list, and if there is any cancellation or no show, in that case these reservations will get confirmed. All right, okay, now the next is taken by. Taken by means who is the reservation agent, who is taking the reservation, that particular person's name will be there. So I wrote my name here, and next is the last name and first name of the guest. So assume the guest name is Alex D'Souza, so here I wrote the last name is D'Souza and the first name is Alex. Okay, the next one is company. So here company means if the reservation is done through any company, it means the guest will be Alex D'Souza, but if Alex D'Souza comes to any company, the payment will be done by the company, not by Alex D'Souza. In that case we will write the name of those company. Okay, but here we assume that Alex D'Souza is not from any company, he is just an individual who has done his booking directly. Okay, so let's proceed. So the check-in date, Alex D'Souza has mentioned 25th of December 2025, and he is going to check out on 2nd of January 2026. Okay, so it's a little bit long staying guest. Expect ETA. ETA means expected time of arrival. So here the expected time of arrival is 1500 hours. So here you have to write in this way, okay, not am and pm. We write in on basis of hours. So 1500 hours means it's 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Okay, and expected time of departure ETD, it is 900 hours. It means morning 9 o'clock. Okay, so let's proceed. Let's go to the next part. This is the continuation of the RR form. So here you can see the different categories of rooms are displayed here, and we have to fill up what category of room and what the room rate, on which room rate, and how many number of guests are going to stay. Okay, so here Alex D'Souza has chosen a junior suite. Okay, and Alex D'Souza has chosen a king size. So here you can see for junior suite the twin is totally black. It means in the hotel do not have junior suite which is having twin bed, but the hotel is having king size bed and twin size bed. For all other different categories of rooms like superior, it is having both category. If the guest wants to choose a deluxe for twin, the guest can definitely opt, but here it is black in junior suite means the hotel do not have junior suite twin bedded room. Okay, junior suites are only king size bedded available there. Okay, so Alex D'Souza has chosen junior suite, and two rooms Alex D'Souza has chosen. Okay, so two, that's why we will write two. If the guest opted for one room, then we will write 01. Okay. Okay, what is the room rate? We sell the room at 22,000 per night for per room. So the room rate is not total of two rooms. Room rate is for each and single room. So it will be more clear. Okay, 22,000 per night for each room. Okay. So for two rooms per night, it will be 44,000, but we will not write that. We will write the rate of each room at which we are selling. Number of packs, here we are writing the total number of guests is 4, but we will not write 4. What we will write? 2 plus 2. If the total number of guests is 3, we will write 2 plus 1. Okay, why like that? Because junior suite is having capacity of 2 person. Okay, so we will write 2 plus 1, 2 plus 2, like that. Okay, if a room having a capacity, for example, ambassador suite, and ambassador suite is having 2 bedrooms, so like 4 person can be accommodated. So if 4 persons are booking one ambassador suite, then we will write 4 there. Okay, so we will write on the basis of like number of persons can be accommodated on the guest rooms, on the basis of that. Okay, that's done, and we'll go to the last part. Okay, in the last part we can see some specials are written. Special means if the guest is having any special request, like maybe birthday celebration, or here I wrote the birthday decoration on 28th of December 2025 at room number 304. So any special request by the guest we will mention there. Next is the reservation made by who has done the reservation. So here, as I told, Alex D'Souza has himself done the reservation. So I wrote his name. If it is done by any company, so the maybe the HR of that company is doing reservation for his or her employees, then the HR's name will be there in instead of Alex D'Souza. Okay, contact person's name, and the company or travel agent's name will be there. All right, but here, as I told, that the reservation is done by Alex D'Souza himself, and no, not through any travel agent or through any company. So I just keep that part. I wrote Alex name and contact number of Alex and email ID of Alex I have mentioned here. Okay, now in the right hand side you can see the billing personnel. So here it is written guaranteed and non-guaranteed. Guaranteed means when the guest paid in advance the advance amount for the reservation, that is guaranteed. When the guest has not paid advance for the reservation, that is called non-guaranteed. Okay, now the payment can be done by two ways. Okay, below you can see one is cash, another one is credit card. Now all the modes of payments, like it may be a hard cash, it may be online transfer, it may be a internet banking, okay, through UPI, whatever is it, all these are comes under one category, that is cash. Okay, so when if the guest pays for their reservation through internet banking, then that will go to the cash. If the guest pays for reservation through UPI ID, definitely that will comes under cash, all these things. When the guest confirm their reservation by payment through their credit card, in that case it will go to the next slot, that is called credit card. So here I mentioned the credit card here, so I just put a tick there, as Alex D'Souza has confirmed guaranteed the reservation by giving credit card details. Okay, so the credit card number will be noted down, and the expiry date of the credit card should be noted down. Okay, only these two things, please don't ask any CVV or anything else for the guest. Okay, only these two things will be taken care. All right, and that's all for the reservation form. And below we can see, if in case the reservation is through any reservation through any agent or company, we will mention the details below. And if we are providing complimentary to anyone, and definitely the reasons should be we have to write it there. So these are the things, as we discussed, these are the things we use nowadays. Okay, the four things: the first one is RSB, room status board. The second one is ALC, okay, advanced letting chart, which is also called advanced reservation chart. The third one is DCC, density control chart, and the fourth one is room reservation form. And out of all these forms, nowadays we only use the room reservation forms. The first three was nowadays not in use, okay, in computerized system. All right, so that's all for today's. So that's all about the tools of reservation, and thank you for watching the video. And if you like, please subscribe the channel, and let's meet in the next video with a new content.